Now, sometimes you would think that'd be, I know sometimes I get a little bit rough, especially about the brake and the shake and the road test and whatnot. But you'd be surprised in 2014 a lot of people would argue all the time that all you had to do was just put it in that brake and shake room and all your problems were solved. And then people still couldn't find the stuff that was wrong with the car. And I would be sitting there trying to explain to some of them. And it's like everybody's got to argue about it. And it doesn't even work that way in a real garage. So I just wanted to make sure that everybody understood clearly what that room is for. Because on my other manual class, I have it where I had actually showed that it doesn't do that. So I can trust I don't have to go through that anymore. So I'm pretty much done with trying to repeat myself with that. I think you guys get the message. All except for the 2014 class that is watching this video. You guys already know how that goes, so. See, that was okay. These are junk. So we'll just take these right now. Now, some of this stuff we're going to try to repair this on the bench. But I like to watch how far I go with it because I always run the chance of breaking it. But if it breaks, it breaks. See? So the transmission is in good shape. I want to be able to put the vehicle out. Don't really want to go too far with it. Oh, okay, so it took. Well, I don't want to push my luck with that, especially since everything else is looking pretty good. Okay, so that's how that table works. Like I said, you got like about, I'm up there on my experience points right now, so I got like 90% chance of it being able to actually work. Sometimes you'll roll through there with quite a few, and then you'll be pounding them out and they'll be green and they'll be almost there, and then you push it that one step further, and next know the whole thing's junk right out of the gate. It is what it is. Nope, that's junk. I really like this little thing here. This is a really cool feature to have. Makes this so much easier. Nope. Yeah, I'm kind of like looking at this and I'm busy thinking to myself, you know what? I'm just going to do it all the way around for the brakes on this thing. I'm going to try to see if I can recondition this so it's at least be able to be in a usable condition. I'm trying to see the condition of these bushings here while I'm on this side. So I did those other brakes in the front, so it's got a bad end link. See it? Okay, I wanted to show this. The calipers, because that's what those are, they're holding the pads. They're in bad shape. But as you can see, they don't list in here. The reason why they don't list in here is because their condition is beyond repair. Because inside there, once it turns around, see the piston cup that's in there? Now, when you have major rust and bad condition and scoring sleeves on the inside, then this thing no longer becomes usable for anything. You'd send it into a shop so it can be remanufactured again. That's where it would end up going to. So if I was buying new ones, those would actually go for a core charge. And what you do is that once you change them out, then you would go and you would drop off those old ones and give part of your money back as a core charge for the disc. That's how that works. So as you can see, being as disrepair as it is, there's just no rebuilding anything like that. Because not everything can be rebuilt on that bench. Some stuff is just not possible for it. Like you can't rebuild a clutch on a bench. It's not going to happen. Because what you have to do is you have to remove the asbestos padding that is on there, and then start drilling out them rivets and go through the cleanup process on it. And that's even if there is even one for that. So the clutch is not going to get rebuilt on it. And usually when you get them, you'll end up just getting them new anyways, so it doesn't matter. Okay, now as you can see, I've had gotten the brakes all changed out. You can even see it through the rims, the condition of the braking system. But when we take a look here, we still seeing that a part's not discovered. The ABS module was discovered. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody remembers what that part was. So all you had to do was just look. There it is. ABS pump. So for the most part, this is what you'll be doing with the diagnostics, and you go over it. And the list parts that I put down to have the understanding of why parts go bad does help out in what is needed to conduct your job. Because if you don't understand or know why parts go bad, you don't have a way to look to see where it's going to be at. Someone is complaining of sloppy steering, well, right off the back you already know it's going to be related to something either with the tie rods, because when they're wore out they're slapping around. So every time you turn the center, it wants to drift one way, then you got to turn the steering wheel that way just to get it to straighten out from that. So right off the back, if you understood that, well, road conditions, steering, bumps, torn rubber boot, water splashing inside of the joint, you understood why that was going bad, and somebody comes in and says, oh, my steering isn't all that great, it's slopping around. Well, that plus the wear and tear on the rack and pinion as well. Looking at the rack and pinion, seeing that it's leaking and everything, all these things, tall tale signs, tell you that there's a good idea that that problem is going to be over there. See what I'm saying? Okay, it looks like everything is in order. And all I got is junk. Someone showed me that before. There we go. Right click and it's all gone. Okay. I guess we're moving on.